dear students, and welcome back to the session. In the last class, we were discussing about the combination of cells, right? In that one fundamental combination we had discussed, that is combination of cells in case of series combination, right? So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ EMF ಮತ್ತು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿರೈವೇಶನ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ let us derive the expression for effective EMF and effective internal resistance in case of parallel combination. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲಿ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ EMF ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್. So let's derive the expression for effective EMF and internal resistance in case of cells when they are connected in parallel. Parallel agi combination anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ in the previous sessions we had already discussed, that is resistors ಅಥವಾ capacitor parallelly combine ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, if they are connected, if two resistors or if two capacitors or more than two number of components are connected at one common point ಅಥವಾ one same point ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂಥ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಟೂ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ and this is the second cell. We know that cell is represented by one bigger line and a smaller line. Bigger line represents the positive terminal, smaller line represents negative terminal of the cell, right? If one end of both the cells is connected at one common point, right? See, as you can see in the diagram, the positive terminals of both the cells, I am connecting it at one common point. Let us say this common point is B1. Okay, so further let us see this point is A. Okay, and the other two terminals, that is the negative terminals of the two cells, are connected at one more common point. Say that common point is B2. Okay, you can see I can extend this combination of parallel combination ಅನ್ನು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು by taking different cells one below the other and connecting it at every ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Let us assume this first cell is having EMF E1. So derivation ನೀವು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, you have to draw a neat diagram and write the consideration in sentences, right? Words ಅಲ್ಲಿ sentence ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Let us consider this is the first cell which is having EMF E1. Okay, and its internal resistance is R1. Similarly, the second cell is having EMF E2 and its internal resistance is R2. And the first cell is lying between the common points B1 and B2. Similarly, the second cell is also lying in the same common points, that is B1 and B2. Okay. Now, what about the current which establishes in this circuit? As you can see, the current which is drawn from the first cell. First cell in the ಎಷ್ಟು current draw ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Let us assume the current which will be drawn from the first cell is current I1. ಓಕೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇಂದ ಆರಿಜಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲಿಗೆ ಅದು ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ I2 ವಿಚ್ ಆರಿಜಿನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ at point B1 you can see both the currents I1 and I2 are entering, right? And there is only one single path from where the current can flow outside. So this is the current where the at point B1 this is the current which is entering, right? And the current which can leave this point is there is only one path. Therefore, let us assume this current will be I, right? So at point B1 if you observe, the current which we will see will be I is equals to I1 plus I2, right? ಈ ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೇರಿ ಈ ಪಾತ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೇ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ B1 ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು? 3 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ 3 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ I is equals to I1 plus I2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. That is, the current which is entering at a point will be equal to the current which is leaving that point. Right? So ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು B2 ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ the current which is leaving this point is I1 and I2. Then obviously the current which will enter this point will be I. So this I will be equal to I1 plus I2. Say suppose for example 4 ampere current ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I1 ಮತ್ತೆ I2 ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It gets equally distributed. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ampere current ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ampere current ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So in general at this common point what we can say is current I is equals to I1 plus I2. So let us say this is our equation number 1. So this is our consideration. What about the potential difference? Current ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Potential difference ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? Say suppose for example the potential at point B1. Let V of B1 will be the potential difference at point B1. ಈ B1 ಹತ್ರ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? V of B1 ಅಂತ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. And V of B2 is the potential at point B2. Let us say these are the potentials. Okay, at point B1 and B2 respectively. Then what about the potential difference? B1 ಮತ್ತೆ B2 ಹತ್ರ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ potential ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Potential difference ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Obviously it will be the difference in potential between these 2 points. That I can write it as, ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? I can write it as, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಸೆಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. For the first cell what I can write? Potential difference V will be equal to the potential at this point B1 minus potential at this point B2. So I can write it as V of B1 minus V of B2. Fine. Or in terms of EMF and internal resistance terms ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? We know EMF, that is E1 minus current through this first cell is I1. Therefore I can write it as I1 into R1. Okay. ಈ equation ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು? V is equals to E1 minus I1 R1 ಇಂದ I can simplify this for getting the current value. Right? So ಇದನ್ನ rewrite ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ what I can do is I can write it as I1 is equals to E1 minus V divided by R1. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ತಾನೆ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ V is equals to E1 minus I1 R1 ಇದೆ. Just a mathematical simplification, right? If you want I1 value, you will take it to the left hand side, and when you take V to the right hand side, we will get this following equation. Let us say this is our equation number 2. Okay. So this is for the first cell. First cell potential difference ಇಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. What about the second cell? Second cell ಗೆ potential difference calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ obviously that will also be similar one. Right? See, for the second cell is also lying between the same two common points, that is B1 and B2. Therefore V will be equal to the potential between the potential at point B1 minus potential at point B2. So this will be equal to, instead of the E1 and R1 we have to consider E2 and R2 because we are calculating the potential difference for the second cell. So I can write it as E2 minus, since current through this cell is I2, therefore I will write it as I2 into R2. Again ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ equation that is V is equals to E2 minus I2 R2 ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ current ನಾನು ಏನಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು? I can write it as, if you take this to the left hand side, I can write it as E2 minus V divided by R2. So let us say this is our equation number 3. Right? Now look at this equation 2 and 3. These equation 2 and 3 represents what? It is the expression of electric current, where we have expressed the electric current in terms of EMF, potential difference and internal resistance, right? So these values of I1 and I2 we can substitute in the equation number 1. Equation 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ what we will get the total current which will be established in this circuit, right? So let's just substitute this equation 2 and 3 in equation number 1 and go on simplifying. So substituting this, I is equals to I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2 andre I is equals to, in place of I1 I can write this value, that is E1 minus V divided by small r1, fine, plus I2 value is E2 minus V divided by R2. Okay. So ಇದನ್ನ further simplify ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ I can rewrite it as E1 by R1 minus V by R1. Okay. For the simplification I can write it like this, E2 by R2 minus V by R2. Okay. Or this can also be written as V terms na ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ E1 E2 values na ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ simplification will be easier. So I can write it as I is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V by R1 minus V by R2. Okay. So when in examination if you are writing this derivation, directly first step ಈ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನ ಬರೆದು ನೀವು directly V equation ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. The simplification which I will show now, that is not necessary to be written in the examination, but for now, for your better understanding of the derivation, how the equation came, mathematical simplification if tilkondidre, that is better. So I'll just show you each and every step here. But when you are writing it in the examination or presenting it in the examination, you can skip the mathematical steps and directly come to the required equation. Okay, ಈ mathematical simplification ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ red ink ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. So further ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? I can write it as this. I can write it as E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, right, minus V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. What I have just done is V common ತೆಗ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Okay. So further I will be equal to, ಇದರಿಂದ LCM ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. Okay. Similarly, ಇದರಿಂದ LCM ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ I can write it as minus V into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Okay. Further simplifying it. If I take this V term to the left hand side, negative value becomes positive. So I can write it as I plus V into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Whole term na ನಾನು left hand side ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Remaining term as it is, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 into R2. Okay. If I take this I to the right hand side, then it becomes V into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. This is equals to remaining terms as it is, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. Positive ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So ಈ term ನ ನಾನು right hand side ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Right hand side ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it goes to the denominator. So V will be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 minus I. This is whole divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Sorry, R1 and R2. So further simplifying this, ಇದನ್ನ further simplify ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? V is equals to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. Okay, ಈ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? When I am taking it to the numerator, I can write it as R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I into, again I have to write this term since I have to the numerator, at both the terms I have to multiply it. So R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay na? Then further ಏನಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? This R1 R2 and this R1 R2 will get cancelled. So I can write it as V is equals to, ಈ equation ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಮೇಲೆ. Okay, this final equation I can write it as V is equals to, so ಇದೇ simplification ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, E1 R2 divided by, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by, ಈ remaining term R1 plus R2 ಏನಿದೆ denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Let us consider this as our equation number 4. Okay. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನಿದು ರೆಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಪೆನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನೋ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ, okay, this equation when I go on simplifying, these all mathematical steps will get involved and finally we get this equation number 4. Okay, for your understanding you should know how we will get this equation number 4. In examination also, even if you write directly this equation, there is no issues, but you just know that how to derive it. Okay, so now this equation number 4 represents what? It is the potential difference of this combination of cells which are parallelly connected. ಇದು parallel ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯೋ ಈ ಎರಡು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಈ B1 ಮತ್ತೆ B2 ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4. Okay, now further, if this combination of cells, ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವಿವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ what happens? One equivalent cell andre namige gottide, that is a single cell which will give the same effective EMF and same internal resistance as that of the combination. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಸೆಲ್ ಸೇರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏನ್ EMF ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? we can gain that amount of EMF and internal resistance. So such a cell is called as equivalent cell. Okay, so let us say this is that equivalent cell which is having EMF of E equivalent and internal resistance of R equivalent, and the current which is drawn from this cell is capital I, and this is lying between the points A and C. Okay, so ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಿವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ how we can write? I'll just rewrite it in the below sentence. Okay, so if I write the potential difference, okay, if the parallel combination of cells is replaced by a single cell between B1 and B2 and EMF of E equivalent and internal resistance R E equivalent is considered, then potential difference of that combination can be expressed as V is equals to E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. Let us say this is our equation number 5. Okay, now let's compare these two equations, that is comparing equation 4 and equation 5. Equation 4 ಮತ್ತೆ 5 ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? Because both the equations are for terminal potential difference. When you compare it, you can see in place of EMF equivalent, this equation is there, and in place of R equivalent, this equation is there, right? So therefore I can write it as E equivalent is equals to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 whole divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, and also I can write in place of R equivalent, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, right? ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇ ಇಕ್ವಿವಲೆಂಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿವಲೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದಾಗ if I just divide this equation with R equivalent value ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I'll get a simplified equation. So I'll just divide it that value here. E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. This whole thing is divided by R equivalent value. R equivalent value is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now you can see this value will get cancelled both in numerator and denominator. So further I can write it as E equivalent divided by R equivalent can be written as E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2, or this is nothing but what? E equivalent divided by R equivalent is nothing but E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, right? ಈ equation ಅನ್ನ LCM ತಗೊಂಡು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೇ ತಾನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ನ ನಾನು E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ which I'll get when I take an equation for equivalent EMF or effective EMF ಗೆ ನಾನು equation ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ I'll get this equation. Okay, it will be always in reciprocal with the internal resistance term. Okay, effective EMF divided by effective internal resistance will be equal to sum of the reciprocals of both the values, right? So that is E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Similarly, ಈ R equivalent value na ನಾನು simplify ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ, right? If I take the reciprocal of this 1 by R equivalent ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? I get R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Denominator ಇರೋದು numerator ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, numerator ಇರೋದು denominator ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನು simplified form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, this is the expression for effective internal resistance when you consider two cells combined in parallel. Okay, so these are the final two equations which you should remember when cells are connected in parallel. Okay, note these equations, very important formulas. Series ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ? Series ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is just individual sum, right? ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ EMF ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? E equivalent by R equivalent is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. ಸೊ ಡಿರೈವೇಶನ್ ಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಟೂ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಯಾವುದೋ ಎರಡು ಸೆಲ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ EMF ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಶೋ ಅಟ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ current, right? The current will be I is equals to I1 plus I2. That you consider as equation number 1. And in the second step, you should calculate the potential difference, right? Potential difference for first cell and potential difference for second cell. By the potential difference equation, you can calculate the currents what is flowing across that cells. right? That is I1 and I2. Now substitute those values in equation number 1. I1 I2 value na equation 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ substitute ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ you will get the expression for potential difference. Okay, I1 I2 value ಯಾಕೆ substitute ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ current equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ to get the value of the potential difference. You will get the equation as V is equals to E1 R2 plus E2 by E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So that should be your equation number 4. ಈ equation substitute ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, that I have written here, shown you in the red marked pen. Okay, that is the simplification. Then equation 4 ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ potential difference of the combination of these two cells, ಎರಡು cells combine ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ total potential difference ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ simplify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, we have to replace this combination of cells with one equivalent cell. One equivalent cell ಇಂದ replace ಮಾಡಿ ಆ equivalent cell ಇಂದು ಕೂಡ potential difference ಏನಿದೆ calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. That is represented by equation 5. ಆ ಎರಡು equations ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗ we get the expressions for EMF of the cell and as well as internal resistance. EMF ಗೆ ಏನು parallel combination ಅಲ್ಲಿ EMF ಗೆ effective EMF ಗೆ equation ಏನು, E equivalent divided by R equivalent is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, and effective internal resistance when two cells are connected in parallel ಅಂದಾಗ 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So these are the two expressions which we get when we are combining the cells in parallel. Okay, ಈ equations na ನಾವು n number of cells ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ we can extend it up to n number of cells. That is, I can write it as En by Rn. Similarly, internal resistance formula ಕೂಡ n number of cells ಗೆ 1 by Rn ತನಕ ಈ formula ನ extend ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. Okay, so this is about the combination of cells when they are connected in parallel. So in examination, if they ask in general the combination of cells in parallel andre ಬರೀ 2 cells ನ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿರೈವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. if they specifically ask you about 3 cells ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you have to take one more common cell here. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು cell ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ like this. Okay, you just connect one more cell over here and go on deriving the same thing. E3 R3 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು current ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ I3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Just one term will get, sorry, this will be the direction. one term ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ equations ಅಲ್ಲಿ extra ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so that is how you can derive even for 3 cells and 4 cells respectively. Okay, one more important thing you must note, suppose in case ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, positive terminal of first cell and this positive terminal of second cell I have connected at one common point. Instead of this way, suppose if the cells are in this way. Okay, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal, this is negative terminal and this is positive. Okay, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಡಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್? The answer is yes, these equations will be valid, but with one small change. What is that small change? In place of E2 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು, ಮೈನಸ್ E2 ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, that is the only simple change you have to consider if you are connecting the cells in this way. Okay, one positive and negative terminal are connected at one common point ಆದಾಗ. Okay, but ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ then E1 will be as it is what I have derived here. Okay, do remember this important thing. So this is about the combination of cells when they are connected in parallel. Okay, so in the next session we will be discussing about a new concept, that is Kirchhoff rules.